One of the news stories that had all of us sit up and take notice during the ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup is that one of our colleagues, HD Ackerman, has taken the position of batting coach at Afghanistan. HD, tell us about this.
Yeah, it sort of came about as a little bit of a surprise. I've just started broadcasting again, having moved to Australia about 3.5 years ago, and took up a post at a private school coaching. Found my passion for coaching, but didn't ever really think that it would progress to an international arena. Got a call from Lance Klusener, the head coach who played for South Africa, and he just said to me, would it interest me? And as I said, it took me about a bit of a surprise. I didn't need to think much about it, so I expressed an interest, and we've been sort of toing and froing about the requirements for me. I've got a young family in Australia, so that had to be taken into consideration. But I just think the appeal of working on the international stage and the appeal of working with a team like Afghanistan, who are certainly an up-and-coming test nation, was just too much not to be able to accept it.
Tell me about your relationship with Lance Klusener.
Yeah, that's funny you should say that, because as a player I never knew where I stood with Lance. I always knew he was a wonderful player, but you never quite knew if he liked you or he didn't like you. And our paths have crossed in the commentary boxes, our paths have crossed in other coaching arenas. We've always got on, but I've never really known, as I said, where I stood. He's probably never known where he stood with me. So it was a real feather in my cap that someone like Lance trusts me enough to be able to have me on board as his batting coach.
What are the unique opportunities that coaching Afghanistan or being part of Afghanistan's coaching staff presents you?
Well, I think a unique opportunity is to work. We're not with, when I say a Western society, working within South Africa or England and Australia or New Zealand. While everyone would like to work there are huge and fresh challenges working in places like India, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Pakistan. The communication is going to be something that is going to be challenging for me. I'm obviously going to have to arrive there and observe at first on how things work. There's going to be a huge amount of challenges, but I think over the last 4 years, having immigrated and left my country, I think I've probably faced the toughest challenges of all, because that certainly was difficult. So I think I welcome this challenge and I look forward to it. Yeah.
Tell me about the talent in Afghanistan at the moment and what's exciting. You get to see some of the under-19 players here now. You're getting to work and kind of keep an eye on the next generation coming through.
I think everyone's known that the progress that Afghanistan have made over the last few years has been immense. I mean, while some other associate nations, we've seen them go up and then we've seen them go down, Afghanistan's trajectory has just been up. I mean, they've got players now that are represented all around the world in these T20 competitions. We see Nabi, Rashid Khan, Qais Ahmed playing in the Big Bash. And I think that's great for Afghanistan cricket, because their youth can see that there's a career, there's great opportunities for them. And if you look at from the under-19 perspective, the improvement that they've made at every single World Cup speaks volumes for their desire to be a powerful cricket nation. Their spin bowling is something it's no secret anymore. They're incredible. I think batting-wise, they'll acknowledge that's probably where they need to make the biggest improvements. And hopefully I can assist, along with Lance and the other coaching staff, in ensuring that does happen.
Tell me about what the road ahead looks like now. You start on the 1st of March. Is that when you touch down?
So we've got 3 T20 matches against Ireland, which gets played in Greater Noida in India. That starts, the games are the 6th, 8th and the 10th. So Lance will have a camp before, so I start on the 1st of March. So yes, I would imagine that I fly in. Then I know the 2 big tournaments. There's the Asia Cup, which Afghanistan feel in the T20 version of the game that they can really go far and upset some of these bigger nations. And then the World Cup in Australia at the end of the year. I'm pretty sure that there'll be some fixtures that will be put in place between the Ireland T20s and the Asia Cup, just from a preparation perspective. But it's a big year for Afghanistan with the Asia Cup and the World Cup in Australia.
Best of luck.
Thank you very much.